Hey everyone, it is Clint. Welcome to Sweetcast. And it's been a few days since I've made a video. I've been pretty busy for a number of reasons. Um, just a lot of moving pieces. Um, I'm really excited about Fatal actually because there's some progress that is happening there that is really exciting. I'll make an official update on it, but it's things are looking good, so that's good. Anyway, purpose of this video is I thought there's actually a new category I think in comics for a role or like something that you're doing in comics. What I mean by that is there's traditionally writers, artists, colorists, letterers, uh, editors, publishers, yada yada yada. But I keep hearing this term now of crowdfunders, and what it's referring to is people that crowdfund comics, and usually like specifically like that is at the core of your business is just crowdfunding comics. Um, and there are beginning to be some normal rules, not like rules, but just like conventional things that you do when you're a crowdfunder, um, versus you dabble in crowdfunding and you primarily publish however else you publish. Uh, Anywho, but as I thought about this, I think most comics that I'm seeing out are crowdfunded. Like there's a degree of crowdfunding involved. Um, Even if you're talking about bigger publishers, the Keanu Reeves book, there's a Wesley Snipes book. I didn't even that's a thing. Wow. So there's just tons. Um, and as there are more crowdfunders that are happening, or that are in the business, and that means there's just a lot more crowdfunding, and it is actually getting really competitive, and getting I don't want to say crowded, but there's just a lot to choose from. There's a lot competing for your attention. The more I think about it too, currently right now, you would say, Clint, you're just doing Dracula right now. And yeah, Fatal, you have Fatal, but what else are you doing? Like, there's not that many crowdfunding projects going on. I would say, no, that's not true at all. There's actually a lot, because when you're a writer, you are overlapping with so many things. So right now there are two Alterna campaigns, because Alterna is a publisher that also uses crowdfunding, which is fantastic. But there are two Alterna campaigns, and so I have a responsibility to also be promoting those. Obviously, not the sole responsibility, thankfully. There's a team of us, but it's just part of the process. Beyond that, I was hired by Matt Fowler to write a story for the upcoming book that he's got coming out, among a lot of other creators, fantastic creators that are on that book. So that is coming out soon, I think really soon. Be on the lookout for that. I've done stuff for David Furr with the Silver Streak stories they weren't, I didn't crowdfund it, but being hired as a writer for a crowdfunder, part of the deal is, and usually, you're not signing papers or anything that require you to help promote, but it is like a part of the understanding that if you get hired to do something, it's a crowdfunder, you are going to promote it because you want the book to sell well, because your name's on it. You want your readership to get to it. So all of this, I think, leads to maybe some crowdfunding fatigue, but I think it's been long enough. I worried about that earlier on. It's been long enough that there has been consistent, steady crowdfunding projects that I don't really think crowdfunding fatigue is really the issue, because people know that they can, if they really want to wait, they can wait, and they will get the book somehow, some way. So they usually want to get in on it, but there's just so many books. I think it has more to do with just the options, sheer options, because of the number of people doing crowdfunding. There's that airplane again. What is happening? Anyway, the point is, I'm interested to see the term. I need the plane to pass. It's getting louder. The term crowdfunder, I'm interested to see as that evolves and what that entails. And for the first time, I have seen people on Twitter, people I don't know, I mean just people, posting things that were basically had a negative connotation surrounded around crowdfunding in general, and I don't know what their problem with crowdfunding was, but there was something about it that it was negative in connotation. And then for others, it's like higher value in the conversation. And so I don't know why that is, but it's just really interesting. Like, crowdfunders are the best or crowdfunders are the worst, and I don't believe that the discussion is really about politics or any culture war stuff like that. I think it's beyond that. Like, it's become this point where there's enough people from all over the political spectrum doing crowdfunding books and things that people are starting to have a list of experiences with crowdfunding projects, and some are good, some are bad, and you're going to start to see some stereotypes that come up because of that. But I'm not sure who's going to win, or if there really is a winner in that little battle, but we'll see. I'm interested to see. Anyway, thanks for listening to my 6-minute ramble, but this is what's been on my mind. I'm going to be making more videos and doing more live streams. I've been live streaming a lot. I don't want to hear anybody complaining that I don't live stream, because I've been live streaming a lot, not on my channel, but just around. So that has been, it's been fun. But yeah, more coming up. Dracula is going to be wrapping up in a week or two, a couple weeks, something like that. And things are moving with that. Want to get that book printed and shipped out to everybody. Fatal's made some really good progress. I mentioned that. Like, I'll have an official update, but I'm pretty excited. That's moving in the right direction. And Downcast 4 is in production. I don't know when that thing is going to launch. I'm not going to rush it. It's one of those things where we're just going to get it done right, without pressure. And what I really love is for this year to be the year of fulfillment and get a lot of books shipped and move on to the next level. So anyway, thanks. I'm going to leave because there's an airplane coming somewhere. Bye.